The Indonesian government, along with Bank Indonesia, has agreed to revise the country's projected economic growth target for 2014, following lower than expected growth during the first quarter of this year. The revised projections will be presented to the House of Representatives at the same time as the revised state budget.
Government said that its initial 5.5 to 5.8% growth target for 2014 was not realistic anymore, given Indonesia's 5.21% growth recorded during the first quarter of 2014. The figure represents the slowest first quarter growth rate for Indonesia in 5 years. This cooling trend will influence tax revenue targets and may also lead to cuts in government expenditures as well as a yawning current account deficit. Finance Minister Khatib Basri said that Indonesia must reduce its subsidy costs to deal with the current economic slowdown. He added, though, that taking such steps was not easy in view of the current situation.
Revisi, karena nggak mungkin 5,8. Ya, nanti mengenai berapa kita akan lihat, karena terus terang 5,2 kemarin itu di luar ekspektasi. Ya, itu yang saya bilang bahwa angka ekspornya jauh lebih rendah dari perkiraan kita. Padahal kalau dilihat dari investmentnya agak relatif lebih tinggi loh. Konsumsi rumah tangga juga.
The country's central bank had earlier revised its economic growth projection to be between 5.1 and 5.5%. This downward revision, the bank's second this year, was decided on following a reduction in exports. Indonesia's weaker export figures can be partially attributed to uncertainty over the mineral ore ban and decreased demand from China. Bank Indonesia Governor Agus Martowardoyo said that economic growth this year will mainly be supported by rising household consumption and investment. The central bank predicts that household consumption will rise by around 5.1 to 5.4% this year, compared to its initial projection of 5.3%. He did not explain how household consumption could rise while wages remain stagnant and prices continue to go up. Investment, meanwhile, is expected to grow at the same rate as the initial projection, between 4.8 and 5.2%.
Kalau terjadi penurunan pertumbuhan ekonomi dari sebelumnya 5,7 kuartal keempat menjadi 5,2 di kuartal pertama 2014 adalah yang utama karena memang ada perlambatan kinerja ekspor, khususnya ekspor tambang mineral dan batu bara.
The government and Bank Indonesia both also aired hope that the current account deficit this year could be maintained at around 2.5% of the country's gross domestic product. To achieve that goal, the government will most likely have to cut down on its expenditures and reduce its fuel subsidies. The government said that it is aware that the deficit should be reined in so as to not induce a panic in the market.